Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Code with Akshay. The chatbot is a buzzword from last 2 to 3 years, right? So chatbot is nothing but the new kind of UI to interact with the system and get your queries resolved or to interact with the human-like system. So new kind of UI is nothing but the conversational UI. So before creating the bots with Microsoft Bot Framework, it is very important to understand that how exactly the bot works, which we are going to create using the Microsoft Bot Framework SDKs. So first of all, we'll go through the conversational flow using inside the Microsoft Bot Framework. So there are three major components in the bot communication. First one is Azure Bot Service. It will facilitate the communication between the channel and bot application. So every interaction between the user and a bot will be treated as an activity. So activity can be of a different types like simple text or any suggested action or attachments. Then second one is the channel, which is a platform used to chat or interact with the bot like Microsoft Teams, Skype, or a Facebook. Each channel can include the additional information in these activities which they send across. And last one is your bot application, that is your bot code, which will send a response or process the activity which you get from the user. So we will see the conversational flow when user try to interact with the bot. So when the user wants to chat with the bot, user will open a chat window and add a bot as its contact into the channel. In response to that, Azure Bot Service sends the HTTP post request to the bot application with an activity of type conversation update. This activity contains the user information into the request payload data. After user joined the conversation, the bot service will send a conversation update activity to notify that bot has also joined the conversation. And for each conversation dot update activity, bot application will respond with the 200 status code, which is the HTTP success code. So bot responds to this activities. That means the outbound HTTP request made for this inbound HTTP request will be in the same scope. So whenever the user sent hi and the bot application replied with the hello there message, so these two are the message kind of activity, and previous one was the conversation dot update activity. So now we will look into the activity processing stack in the bot application. So there are three major building blocks in the bot application. First one is the web server, then second one is the middlewares and your bot application code. So web server is nothing but if you're using a .NET SDK, then it will be a ASP.NET project and that will be get hosted into the IS server. And if you're using Node.js SDK, then it will be Express or a RESTify framework. Middlewares is the second part, and then your bot code. So Azure Bot Service will send a HTTP post request with an activity of a type message, and it will send a hi or hello or a text sent by the user to the web server. So whenever the request comes to web server will deserialize that activity and deserialize that JSON data which you get from the post request and deserialize it to the activity type of object. And that activity type of object will be handed over to the adapter. Adapter creates the turn context and calls the middleware. So turn consists of the user's incoming activity to the bot as well as the response from the bot to the user. So we can say it is nothing but the processing associated with the activity which is sent by the user. The turn context object contains the information about activities such as the sender of the activity, what will be the receiver, and any channel specific data as well as the tokens considered inside it. Then middleware is the processor function over the incoming request as well as the outgoing response. All the middlewares are executed into the sequential manner, and at the end of the middleware pipeline, it will call the turn handler function from your bot code. So your bot code contains the controller method, and inside that controller class, you have on turn method. So turn context will be passed after all the processing by the middleware to the on turn method. So inside that on turn method, inbound activities content will be processed, and bot will respond back with one or more activities. So bot can send hello message, or it can send the cards, which we call it as attachment to the user back. After that, control goes to the middlewares, and middlewares again processes the message when it is going out, that is outbound messages or outbound activities. After receiving the response from the bot service, it will send the 200 HTTP status code to the bot application, and bot will also send the 200, that is OK response message, back to the bot service, which is the last message for that turn. So this is how the bot works, which we have created using the Microsoft Bot Framework, SDK version 4 and above. So thank you guys for being with me, and stay tuned for the more bot videos.